Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why you become a targeted individual when you decide to go on seed retention. Why you all of a sudden become a targeted individual? See, the thing is, like, you start becoming targeted because you're finally okay with yourself. You don't really need other people's assistance if you don't want it, if you don't want to. You don't need other people's validation. You literally can finally become the person that you want to be. You don't need someone to be telling you like what you really have to do. You make a decision, and now you're all into that decision, regardless of what anybody says. Regardless of what anybody says, you're all into your life. You're increasing your frequency. You're increasing your vibrational frequency. Meaning, you're getting to the point where you're your state of being is very high. You're just in a very highly energetic mood. So even the smallest things that you do, you find great satisfaction in them. While you're driving, you start realizing even the music that you start listening to while you're driving, or if you listen to podcasts or anything like that, it just hits home more. It just means more. There's more dopamine in your body, so everything that you go through is just more of an amplified way of living. Like your dopamine receptors are really abundant. So now literally every single thing that you do is just more. It has more pizzazz. It has more oomph. It's more vibrant. It means more. It sticks home more to you. And the thing is, like, if you keep doing this, like, you're pretty much gonna be walking in alignment with your highest and most authentic self, and you're gonna find happiness in everything. You're just gonna be a more positive being. You're gonna be oozing with positive energy, and people are gonna pick up on this. You're just gonna be, like I said, you're gonna be targeted because they don't want you to live like this. They don't want you to be 100% in your full alignment with your higher self. They want you to be maybe 50%. They want you to be dependent. They want you to be fear-stricken. They want you to entertain things that don't mean anything. They want you just to become like everybody else. They want you almost to live miserably. They want you to depend on the government. They want you to be dependent, because if you're dependent on somebody else, they dictate whether you eat or you don't. They dictate what you can pay attention to and what you can't pay attention to. See, the thing is, if we really want to get deep into this, the media controls the world, basically. Whatever is put on the media is, what everyone's going to pay attention to, and then everyone's going to listen. Everyone's going to conform. Everybody's going to be scared to live their life. So that if you're scared to do something, you're going to have to listen. And if you're always listening, you can't make the most dynamic decisions as possible, because they want to paint a picture that you are less than enough and you need something to complete you. This is what they want you to be. But when you start retaining, when you start conserving your sexual energy, you start realizing your true nature. You start walking with conviction. You start walking with independence. You start becoming self-reliant. They don't want you to be self-reliant. You start governing yourself. You start making your own rules. You start making your own decisions. You actually start creating your life how you were supposed to create your life. But they don't want you to do this. Like I said, they want you to be dependent. They want you to be in a single file line. They want you to take the bare minimum. Think about it when you're in school. Like, you walk in a straight line. They have a caboose. They have the person who's at the lead, and then they have a person at the end. They want you to walk in a straight line, orderly file, orderly file line. They want everything to be in order. They want you to live paycheck to paycheck. This is what they want you to do. They want your health to be not as great as it can be, because if your health isn't as the greatest that it can be, then you might need medication. They want you to take more medication. They want you to spend your entire salary on medication. They want to keep prescribing you more things to make you feel numb, to make you feel less pain. They want to numb your consciousn's. They want to dumb you down. They want to make it, they realize that a person who's conserving sexual energy, a person who's eating very vibrant foods, who's connecting to source, who's meditating, who's praying, who is being, who is thinking, who is deciding, who is intentional, who is purposeful. They realize that this person can be powerful. They realize that this person isn't someone who tends to listen. And like I said, they don't want you to listen. So you'll start becoming a targeted individual. So, I mean, you can live your life how you want to live it. It's just that you just pay attention, because not everybody wants the best for you. Regardless of what you're doing, there's always going to be someone who's always going to be making your greatest achievements, and they're gonna sweep it under the rug. They don't want you to become your full exuberant version, like I said. So I mean, the bottom line is, you just have to live in like I said, in your highest vibration. You have to live in your true nature. You have to live in your kingdom's like state of mind. Because like I said, if you are dependent, if you are needy, if you need something, you will never really get it, because the moment you don't need anything is when you get everything. So you have to be calm. You have to expect. You have to live in complete calmness, knowing that whatever you've prayed about, whatever you've pondered about, whatever you visualized about will be coming into reality pretty soon. It's like if you made an order in a catalog, you wouldn't be stressing like if it was coming or not. You would make the catalog, you would put in the order, and then you would just wait, and then boom, it gets there exactly when you need it. This is pretty much how your life works. There's this thing called a vortex. There's this thing called like a thinking vortex, and you hold a thought for maybe like 17, 20, 30 seconds. You say, oh, it would be nice to have that, and then you let it go. You continue your day as if everything is normal. And then when you're, like I said, when you're least expecting it, that's when the blessings come. That's when the thing that you were visualizing and pondering comes. So you never be anxious. You just renew your mind. You're never anxious, because anxiety is giving resistance. If you're anxious about something, you don't have full faith that it's coming to you. And the more you focus on this anxious feeling, the more it's actually delaying the thing to come for you. So you just never be anxious. You have to live in full expectation. You can't. Living in anxiety is pretty much saying all the things that you want is not good enough for you, because you don't believe that you deserve it. Because if you're, like I said, if you're living in anxiety, every single thing that you really want, it's never coming to you, because you don't have full faith that it's actually coming. You have to live in a calm state of mind. You have to be deliberate about what you do. You have to be deliberate about what you pay attention to. You have to be deliberate about every single thing, because if you're not deliberate, you're gonna be a straggler. You're gonna be a drifter. You're gonna have time for everything, and if you have time for every single thing, the things that you really want won't ever come, because you're not strategic. You're not purposeful. You're not intentional. So I mean, like I said, the reason why you become a targeted individual when you go and see retention is because you're okay with yourself. You're actually becoming more masculine. You don't really tolerate the next thing from anybody else, and also people admire you. They might even respect you. If you're someone who's respected, then I mean, this is good. People want to know more about you just because you're a respected individual. Being respected is a very good thing, and this is the power that you can really have when you on see retention. Like I said, they do not want you to become self-reliant. They want you to become literally the opposite of self-reliant. They want you to be, like I said, dependent. They want you to depend on other things. They want you to depend on other people. They want you to depend, because if you depend, you have to listen. And if you have to listen, then you can never really make the decisions that you really have. If anybody knows who Dan Locke is, he basically said the less money that you have, the more you are controlled. The less opportunity you think there is, the more you are controlled. So, I mean, you really have to start living from a place of possibility. You have to change your mindset from anything is possible to I'm only going to make these decisions based on what I can physically see with my eye. There's two, like I said, there is two types of minds that you can literally live from. The creative mind, the mind that says that there is infinite abundance, and you can literally create anything that you want. And then the competitive mind is saying the ones that you have to take sharp bargains from someone. You have to take from somebody else to get something from somebody else. To get something, you have to take from someone else to get something that you want. And this is not the case. There is no scarcity. There is only abundance. We only know abundance. And like I said, the closer you can live in gratitude, the more you are living closer to the mind of the Most High. And now the faster and more rapid things that will come to you. It's called effortless manifestation. You can literally live in a state of not needing anything, and then every single thing just comes to you just because you're so okay with yourself. You have to live in a state that you are just enough already. And then be intentional, and then take action, and you'll definitely get what you want. So I mean, I'm gonna wrap it at that. If you really thought that video helped you out, like the video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe down below. And if you have any questions, maybe you want to talk about some things that you might need help on, make sure you submit a question down below, and I will do my best. To over deliver in my response to you. There have been people who've already asked some questions, and I have over delivered for them. So please like the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.